Let's reduce the cortisol moon phase. Let's go! Welcome, everybody. It's Anita with Empirical Grace Acupuncture Acupressure. I am streaming live from both our YouTube channels, Empirical Grace and Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss. Join us on our YouTube channels as we go live. Also, we're on TikTok, streaming live from there, Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon. And there's actually 2 courses on Patreon, one for fertility and one for weight loss. So do check it out. And all our monetization money is going towards 2 future free clinics, one near Hyderabad, India, another one in Washington, D.C. I have a master plan. I've been working it out with my mentor. Hopefully we open doors this year. If not, next year we'll do it. I've done free clinics before. If you go to the main YouTube channel and under the playlist TV appearances, you will see a documentary of my YouTube channel. All right, we're going to do a solid 20 minutes of acupressure. This protocol is very relaxing. It can help you for many different things. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This protocol, one reason, for whatever reason, it stopped on when I was recording on one of our other channels. But nonetheless, we'll go ahead and get started right here. Okay. So today what we're going to focus on is the cortisol moon phase. So what does that mean is that when you are stressed, you produce cortisol, then you only have a certain amount of hormone that gets released throughout the day. Well, if you are stressed, anxious, nervous, stressed out, angry, have sadness or trauma or some emotion that takes over, then that hormone becomes cortisol and it helps manage that stress versus having that hormone available for weight loss, blood sugar, blood pressure, testosterone, thyroid, FSH, LH, estrogen, progesterone. So this is how the disease process can begin. And one of the things that people see is they have poor sleep, they have sugar cravings. Also, it really inhibits weight loss because you're going to crave sweets, you're going to crave that carb, and carb turns into sugar, as we know. In addition to that, you're going to be constipated. It's just a whole mess of things. But also the bloating goes on the face. And so I want to do, sorry if I got my lipstick on my nose. So I want to do a really nice protocol today that's going to relax you. It's going to stress you. It's going to help with cravings. It's going to help with sleep, anxiety, and it's also going to help increase circulation on the face. There's key acupressure points that can also help on the face. So what we're going to start off with today is, again, I'm going to use a gua sha tool here. Ooh, I like this one. I haven't used this one in a while. There is, on the 7th link in the bio, there are the gua sha tools. You can also get them at the Dollar Tree, no big deal. And if you don't have it or you don't want to purchase it, you can use your fingers. So let me have my little woman or my little man. So here we have, I dropped the eggplant. So here we have Anna. Anna is mirror image just like this, mirror image just like this, also mirror image just like this, as well as like this. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and acupress the forehead. And while we do this, let's practice nasal breathing. Nasal breathing can be really good for blood pressure. Nasal breathing can also be really good for anxiety. It can also help with nitric oxide. It can help you to sleep, which is going to help you with testosterone. So breathe in from your abdomen or chest, close your mouth, and breathe from one or both nostrils. So we're going to do this for, don't worry about the time, I got it. Keep with me. We're going to do this for the next, minute or so. So everybody breathe in from your nose, close your mouth, and we'll do this on the forehead. Follow along. If you don't have the gua sha tool, not a big deal. Use your fingers. Here we go. No, I'm not using any oils. You can though, darling, or you can use lotions. Totally up to you. Good question. Then if it's tender, don't use so much pressure. Good question. Also, the speed at which you do it is totally up to you. Also, the pressure at which you do it is totally up to you. That's a great energy protocol. I have seen it in textbooks for energy, and it's also good for a lot of different things. The frontal sinuses are right here. Here, if we have, so we have Jack here. So the frontal sinuses are right here. So this is also a really good protocol that you can do for headaches, migraines. It can also be really helpful for building immunity. So, this is cold flu season. Of course, work with your medical doctor, but always building that immunity can helpful. Also, acupressure releases endorphins, which builds the immunity, builds that layer of defense. That's why it's also good for allergies. So this is a first protocol that you can do to help with that swollen face, that moon face that can result from weight gain and also from that cortisol. Next protocol I really, really like. A lot of people struggle with jaw pain. They clench their teeth. I'm one of those people. I have to use a mouth guard when I sleep. So this is really good. This next set of protocols is good for a lot of different things. It's going to help men with that sexy jawline, that striking jawline. It's also going to be helpful for blood sugar, blood pressure, pooping, too much pooping, too little pooping. Also for water metabolism. If you're retaining water, it's also a great point to help with belly fat, deflating the belly. It's also really good for draining out that fluid to helping with that cortisol moon face. It can also help you stimulate basal cell growth for the skin. So what we're going to do is, I like the contour of the gua sha tool. We're going to remember we have the zygomatic process. So zygomatic process is essentially the cheeks right here. And so we are going to go along the zygomatic process, and we're going to do this while nasal breathing for the next minute or so. Again, breathe in from your abdomen or chest, close your mouth, and breathe from one or both nostrils. Here we go, everybody. And don't forget to get all the way to the jawline, because there are some really good points for jaw pain. And also this acupressure point, which mirror images the entire body just like this, is also really good for blood pressure. So let's do this for the next minute or so. Yes, this is good for blood pressure. Also, you can drink Ceylon cinnamon tea. That's also really good that you can do. Ceylon cinnamon is good for blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, and heavy periods. Yes, this is good for jawline. Hormone balance, you can do this protocol, which we did just a minute ago. Good questions. You guys are on it. And please come and join me on YouTube. It's live. We're streaming live from YouTube as well. Ceylon, Ceylon, Ceylon. I'm not using any oil. I did moisturize my face this morning, but you can use oils. You can use yes, Ceylon. You can use oils. Also, if you go to the link in the bio, there's men's section and women's section. There's really good oils that you can use. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've been doing my best to take care of my skin, so thank you for noticing. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, another good thing I like this protocol is you can do it in the shower, or you can also do it while washing your face, and the warm water can clear out the nasal passageways. It's really important for men because men who struggle with sinus trouble, sleep apnea, snoring, it affects them in the bedroom. So this is a great protocol for men for lots of different reasons. It can help clear out the pathways so they can sleep better. They have more nitric oxide, which balances out testosterone. Also, this acupressure point not only helps with beard growth, but also can help with that striking jawline. Another protocol that I want to do that's really good for that cortisol moon face, now that we went essentially from forehead to the jawline, is I want to do the throat. A lot of people, you all write to me, and then you can ask a gross question. You totally can. Also, after you do the gua sha stone to push the fluid from the jaw line down the neck. Yes, very good. Oh man, you guys are seasoned followers. I've been on TikTok now 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh my gosh, this is my 6th year. Yeah, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh my goodness. I had a dream the other day that I was on TikTok for like 20 years. So real good. So for how long should you do it and how many days a week? Okay, good question. You guys are asking really good questions. What I would say is if you're really struggling with the cortisol moon face, you're really struggling with congestion, either in the forehead or right here, that's going to give you headaches. It's going to prevent sleep. It's going to, you're going to be stressed, right? So you can do it every day. If every day is too harsh on your skin, you can do it either in the morning or the alternate night, or you can do it every other day. Really up to you. You find that protocol that works for you. Okay. Now, next is, so we did this, and then we did this. Remember, when you do this, go from the groove right here all the way to the jawline. Next protocol that we're going to do is we're going to bring the fluids down. So you can use the gua sha tool if you would like. Oh, this feels amazing. I hope you all are doing this with me. So this also is really great for neck pain. So you can do this and move the fluids down, or you can use your fingers. Totally up to you. I think I'm going to use my fingers today. And again, let's nasal breathe. Breathe in from your nose, not your mouth. Let's do this for the next minute or so, everybody. Hey, Jason, how's it going? For menopause balance, do this one. This is really powerful. It's going to help with the estrogen and progesterone. It's also going to help with sleep and fatigue. Yes, you can do this if you have hypothyroidism. Absolutely. This actually, along with your doctor's recommendations, this can also be helpful. If some of the spots are tender, just don't do so much pressure. And you don't have to do it so frequent. Some people, like, they go like this. You can actually just gingerly go too. It is, both the channels are in the link tree for YouTube. One is Empirical Grace, and the other one is Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss. Okay. Next protocol I want to do is cortisol, right? Cortisol is produced because we are stressed. That's the body's way of reacting. So I'm going to do an acupressure protocol on the ear. This is the ear, right? And we are going to pretty much acupress this right here. This covers endocrine point. It also covers the liver, kidney, stomach, spleen, heart. It covers the entire body. So this is like a full body massage. So I want you to do this. You can do this before you do the face points. You can do this at nighttime, but I want you to combine the face points with this to help not only with weight loss, stress and anxiety, sleep, but also with the cortisol moon face. So we have our gua sha tool, and all the tools you can find in the 7th link in the bio. We are coming out with books. We are figured out a way. They are written. we're finalizing them, and then we are also figuring out how best to produce them digitally. All the proceeds go towards the free clinics. Hopefully I can establish those this year. And then we also have some products. I'm working with a patent attorney and so forth. So we're just doing our best to release those along with posting. And I also have a full-time job, so all good. So what we're going to do is we're going to acupress like this. You can use your finger, you can use a pencil, you can use a Q-tip. I personally like the way this feels, so I'm going to do this. Speaking of the year, can I ask you a question, please? Yes. Hey, Janice. Janice, one of my best friends growing up. I don't know if you all know this about me, but I was a runner in high school, and I had a running scholarship to college. I didn't end up doing it. I ended up going to college on my academics, but one of my buddies that I ran with, her name was Janice. I wonder whatever happened to Janice. I didn't keep in touch with her. When we went to college, we went our separate ways, but she lived down the street. But anyway, Janice, what is your question, darling? And don't forget to alternate both ears. Yes, I know the ear hole. Yes, I am familiar with it. Most people do have a hole in their ear. Yes. So this is a great protocol to balance the entire body, which can help the body manage the mind. It can help balance out estrogen, progesterone, FSH, LH. Wow, look how relaxed and tired I am getting. This is a great protocol for not only releasing and helping with that cortisol face, but it can also be really good for unexplained weight gain, unexplained fertility. It can also be good for anxiety and stress, which is of course going to impact cortisol. So really good. The congestion and mucus, you can certainly do this protocol that we just did. And then remember, after you do that for a few minutes, bring the fluids down. If you're worried about hearing loss, do try to eat a clean lifestyle, like, less dairy, and get checked out by the ear doctor. This is an acupressure device. Let's see. Yes, this is an acupressure device. You can get this in the seventh link in the bio. Seventh link in the bio. You can get them from Amazon. I just vet the products and put the links for you from manufacturers that I feel are good. So we had a really good question. Somebody's asking about a blocked ear. Of course, get checked out by your ear doctor. Remember, acupressure is in addition, not in lieu of, in addition to your doctor's recommendations. But let's see. All right, so a lot of good questions coming through. So if you are struggling with a blocked ear, get checked out by your ear doctor, and also just maybe avoid inflammation. Maybe try turmeric tea. Also, dairy can clog the ears because it's kind of like ice cream. Remember, it's like mucus, so avoid dairy products. And another acupressure point that you can do, as long as you're not pregnant, and this is also good for tinnitus and dizziness, as long as you're not pregnant, because remember, the hand represents the uterus, is fist on top of fist, fist on top of fist. This can help with clearing out that ear, and that can be very, 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 very good. Very good. All right. Last call for questions and concerns. Remember, supers on YouTube, you get top priority. Subscribers on TikTok, it's the yellow star in the lower left-hand corner. You get top priority as far as questions, and all the proceeds go towards the free clinics. Hopefully we get to establish that this year. If not, next year. You can see the free clinics on a documentary and the link in the playlist on YouTube. Last point we want to do, this is really good for stress. And remember, stress and cortisol have a great relationship. And stress can be anxiety, it can be anger, sadness, trauma, and of course work with your mental health expert. But this is a great protocol to help specifically with sleep, stress, anxiety, headaches, migraines, helping with cortisol, also helping you with cravings on your weight loss journey. So what we're going to do is we're going to acupress the mastoid process. You guys know this. So what I want you to do is find the tender spot here and acupress. You can do this while laying down to go to sleep. It's going to get you a really good sleep. So take your fingers, go behind the ear. So remember, take your fingers, go behind the ear, find a tender spot right behind the ear, and I want you to acupress and do that. For the person who's asking about swollen feet, you can soak your feet in Epsom salts. And with warm water, Epsom salts, that can help. And of course, you can also get checked out by your medical doctor, but you can do that. For bloating and IBS and nausea, you can do this point. This can help not only with the cortisol moon face, but it can also help with that as well. And then I'm not seeing any questions on YouTube today, so let me know if you have that. So let's do this for the next minute or so. Breathe in from your abdomen or chest, close your mouth, and breathe from your nose. And let's do this for the next minute. This protocol was for a cortisol moon face. Yes, I'm getting sleepy too. The acupressure points on the ear and the face, they release so much endorphins, opioids, serotonin, dopamine. They really help you to sleep, and good sleep releases serotonin in the morning, which helps you with cortisol, helps you with your your coping mechanisms. I'm getting really sleepy as well. Those points really do it for me. So great points if you're struggling with a deep sleep. You can do those at nighttime. There was a good question that came through. Somebody was saying they're struggling with foot pain. Now, foot pain can be very complicated, right? It can be due to the fascia on the bottom of the feet. It can be due to the top of the foot. It can be due to the ankle. It can be due to the toes. It can also be due to sciatica coming from the low back, like L2, L3, L4, S1, or sciatica nerve or coccyx pain or hip pain. So it is really complicated. So I will tell you this. In Chinese medicine, the hand represents the face, the foot, the hip, the low back, the sacrum. It also represents the coccyx. It can represent L2, L3, L4, L5, S1. So simple thing, if you're struggling with lumbar pain, sciatic pain, foot pain, any type of pain. And also remember, the body is mirror image just like this. Every metacarpal is represented by the whole body, and every phalange represents the entire body. So a simple protocol that you can do for good health, and it can also help you with weight loss and also period cramps, because the palm of the hand, not only represents the stomach, but also represents the uterus. So if you're struggling with something in the body, even anxiety, then this is a simple protocol that you can do. And you can do this while in a meeting. So I would like for you to consider doing some of these protocols. Pick from any one of my protocols, or go to the YouTube channel under lives. These lives are stored. They'll be stored for as long as the YouTube channel indefinitely is there, as long as we'll make it there. I want you to consider doing this protocol or joining one of our lives. This is a great protocol that you can do. And I like doing this protocol before I eat because it helps with digestion as well. All right. I'm going to call it. I have to write a policy for work. So I'm going to try to jam through that in the next 30 minutes. And then go to bed. I'll do my best to be on here tomorrow night, and I'll do my best to be here Saturday. And then on Sunday, I've got a lot of good stuff planned. We really have a great year planned for all of you. So please continue to check out our lives. Do me the honor of doing the acupressure, work with your medical doctor. That's my dream come true. If you have any good questions, YouTube, I personally respond. I do my best to respond back to comments. Spend a few hours every week responding to comments on YouTube. So feel free to put a comment on YouTube. If you want an appointment with me, it's in the second link in the link tree, and both our YouTube channels are on the link tree. Also, all the products that I used is on the 7th link. All right. So I will see you hopefully tomorrow night. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. I love you all so much. Until next time, wishing you all the best from your acupuncturist friend, Anita Tadavarthi.